Welcome
Welcome
to Shade and the
to
City.
Shade in the City.
I am your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we are jumping into our review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 4. Please forgive us because we know we're a little behind. But yes, the buck stops in Birmingham. So we got a lot to hop into. Marlo has completely lost her mind. So yeah, let's just get right into it. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit the like button.
And the subscribe button.
Y'all, let's get into it and let's get shady. So Moneta, you know how I love to say her name, and Kenya are rehearsing for her Kenya Moore Hair Care sponsored show that they're going to be performing at the Magic City Classic. As we know, we learned during this scene.
Wait, okay. So can I ask something?
What?
And I mean, I think you should be able to answer this. So it's her Kenya Moore sponsored event, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she's paying for it.
Yes, but she's sponsoring it. Yeah, like.
So she's like paying to perform.
Well, if you're going to pay for it, then yeah, you might as well be the star of the performance.
But no, because she made it seem like they asked her to perform.
I get what you're getting at. I get
like she was invited to perform, and it's like this big thing that she was asked to do, but you're giving them a check. So I just want.
You're terrible. Okay, I get what you're getting at, and you're terrible. You're a terrible human being. Let Kenya twirl and have her moments. Okay.
I mean,
let
you're out here shading people. You're out here shading people for their whole 5 seconds of fame, but they didn't have to pay anything to get up on stage.
Oh, well, that part.
You're out here paying for a choreographer and paying to perform at the event that you're at. So I'm just.
I don't think, and you know what's so sweet? I don't think Moneta's charging her. I know.
Oh, let me tell you something. After the way she talked to her, I would have definitely sent her a whole bill.
Well, now, so like I thought, Moneta has worked with the likes of Prince, Genuine, and several others. So, like I said last review,
I was like, okay, Treese was right. Treese was right.
I was like, that's how she kind of got into this circle. So she was somebody even before Neo. Shout out to Moneta, because I know all of us.
Period.
I know all of us aren't here for her, but I won't at you, dog. I won't at you. So
not this time.
Not this time. So then she gets a call from Kenya's new boo, Roy. And during the rehearsal, and Kenya says she's ready to move on, but Mark apparently just won't sign these divorce papers. But she's not gonna wait.
So, okay, I'm sorry to intervene again.
No, go ahead.
It kind of aggravated me a little bit that I'm out here practicing. I'm trying to get my stuff together. And since I can't answer your phone call, I'm with Moneta, and you call Moneta's phone to get in touch with me.
Is that what he did? I just took it.
No. That's what she said. It would give a little like controlling, stalkerish. That ain't cute. And we know, listen, Kenya does not have. Listen, she know how to pick them. She know how to pick them. That's all I'm. So Sonya, she has a lot of things going on, and her brother-in-law being her personal assistant. She says he may feel uncomfortable doing some of the things that she requests, but who can he complain to? She's HR. Sonya also lets her sister know and her mama know that they wanted to return to a Ross house where it's just the Rosses, and apparently this made her sister feel some type of way. But I'm confused.
You hit the nail on the head with this one. I have to intervene. Nels called it when we did the first review and was like, no, Sonya just wants somebody to watch her kids. And the sister definitely confirmed, and the mama, and was like, her and Ross are able to come and go and do because we are here. So the fact that they now want to live this life for freedom, good luck. Nels had a point. Got to give it to her.
Now I can understand if the sister feels used, maybe. But I do know like she's also working or whatever. But I was under the impression everybody wanted to leave anyway. So I don't quite understand why the sister's so upset.
I think it's more of it's different if it'd be like, oh, I've earned enough on my own to get out anyway. And because if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning, if we talk about last season, and I think she said it again in this episode, Sonya says that my sister, like I brought them here. They were, I think, living in Florida before. And she was like, oh, and I brought them all here to Atlanta. So I'm sure her sister, and I don't know, but shout out to J Dub. I never watched her show by herself. But apparently, the sister's husband has been a horrible man for a very long time. And yeah, apparently there's a huge backstory. If y'all want to know it, y'all can go check out It's J Dub because that's how I know the tea.
That actually makes sense as to why maybe the sister got so upset.
Because it's so, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's weird because one hand waxes the other. Let's not,
and also she probably feels like that's a little bit of her support system as well.
Right. That's what I was saying. They both support each other in some way. So that's why I said one hand waxes the other.
Who the hell wants to support bullshit? So
right.
I can understand Ross's point as well then. So Marlo is doing her annual Halloween photo shoot with the kids. And if you've never seen it, you need to go check out her page because she does it up. Okay. She does an amazing job. Now, her sister came by to see her and she's explaining that because of previous charges, she's not allowed to have a firearm. And she's trying to get everything expunged because, she's no longer she no longer feels safe after the break-in, and she's not that girl anymore. That was over 20 years ago. And she's tired of all the ladies bringing it up. Then she talks about, Kandi being worldwide, and she's never helped her. And, apparently, she's helpful and stuff like that, but she's never helped her get her charges expunged. Now, I felt that felt like, to me, that came off super entitled and super like you want her to be a mind reader. My thing was, did you ever?
And Kandi even said that in her speak on it. She was like, that bitch never asked me to do that. And she was like, and again, she was like, why would I help somebody that has constantly been talking about me for you? Like, please.
And my thing is this, when Marlo brought up her other charity with the girls, Kandi jumped on it. She didn't want her help because she doesn't give them hand-me-down clothes, but she jumped on it. I think if she had mentioned it to Kandi and Kandi was able to help her, she definitely would have. But she's not gonna, go through, all the stuff that's going wrong in your life and say, you know what, I think she needs help with this. Help, like you're her child. That statement was.
Marlo needs help and wants a lot of sympathy, and I can't. It's giving all my life. It's yeah.
So as she's talking shit about Kandi, Courtney comes in and she tells her, girl, I was just bragging about you and how you're helping, help me find someone to get my charges expunged. This girl called herself the real life Olivia Pope.
She said she said a crisis I forgot, the crisis manager. That's what she is. That's what she said. Real life.
Girl, you still humping on your old baby daddy. You are in a crisis.
Look, I was like, you can't even deal with your own crisis in your house. Y'all still don't know what it is or what it ain't, but I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, talking about it's complicated. You got a crisis yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Manage.
So Marlo brings up, her nephew Quentin being unalived by someone that he met at OLG. And Kandi, she feels like Kandi really didn't acknowledge it. And she feels that, it needs to be, it's something that needs to be dug into. OLG. Huh?
The guy that unalived him he did meet.
They met at OLG.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think that they were roommates or something like that.
Yeah, no, but we were trying to understand why she was giving this level of responsibility to Kandi.
Well, I knew that they worked together. I didn't know that they actually met at OLG, but I knew that they worked together.
Right. But now, I mean, it still, to me, they ain't got nothing to do with Kandi. But I can understand why it might hit her a little bit.
and Courtney made a little statement too. So basically she just feels that, you know, it needs to be dug into a little bit deeper as to why Kandi keeps on having these shootings, basically, I guess, around her establishment. And Courtney feels like it's a culture that Kandi creates. And that's why she keeps on having these shootings. I said, girl, that is a lot of responsibility to put on
somebody,
a
right?
person. Yeah. So Marlo also feels some type of way that, you know, Kandi.
But there's nothing wrong with being ghetto. I'm from the ghetto.
Yeah, you surely sound like it. So she felt some type of way that Kandi brought up, you know, the girl that Marlo stabbed. That was, she says, you know, that like it's 20 years later now, and apparently the girl passed away. But Marlo said, I ain't had nothing to do with that. That wasn't me. My situation, I have nothing to do with that.
Sheree goes to see her OBGYN because, you know, she has fibroids and obviously things going on down there. It's messing up with her newfound sex life with Martell. So she says. So the doctor gives her options on, you know, having them removed, and she'll have to sit herself down for, what was it, like 6 to 8 weeks. And obviously Sheree said she can't do this because, you know, her favorite
she ain't here
are
for
exercise
that.
and sex. Not to mention that, you know, she has so much on her plate with She by Sheree. So there's just
Did
no
she
way.
say that?
She did say that. She did say that.
All right. I'm gonna let
And
you
I said that she said she doesn't have time to stop and plans to look at other options. And I said, because she is so focused on that She by Sheree.
You're a mess.
And then Sonya is at a photo shoot, which her sister decided to skip out because she isn't feeling well, even though Sonya believes that that's BS.
She's just sick of her shit.
Right. And so Sonya brings up that her sister has been bothered ever since she brought up the subject of the rest of the family moving out. And so she shares that Tyrell, her sister's husband, has decided to quit. Sonya believes, you know, her sister already felt like he was being taken advantage of. And this is causing friction between her and her sister now. And the mom said she noticed he had just stopped responding to the emails. So I guess he didn't even put in like a notice. She gets emotional about wanting, you know, her family to all be together and work together. And her dad volunteers to help as much as he can, which, you know, Sonya is very.
Her parents are so sweet.
But he says that, you know, he can't even send an email. So I thought that was really cute. But they, you know, it's really cute. I love their dynamic. It's just sad because, like I said, I think that I'm not going to speculate at all. I just think that that dynamic of what her and her sister having going and the brother-in-law working for her was just too close for comfort and what they got going. Just my opinion.
I really like her parents. They're so sweet. Everybody's getting ready for the Birmingham trip. Everybody's loaded up in the car except for Drew because she has the flu. It wasn't a situation where she's sick of her shit. She's actually sick. And Kandi, she won't be going because she's booked and busy and she already got something to do.
Right.
Now Sonya is also booked and busy. But she still went. She said she's gonna leave in the morning to head back to Atlanta to do her job at NBC, and then she'll be back in time for the game.
Because that's what real friends do. That's what she said. She said, because that's what real friends do.
Who's she talking about? Who's she shading?
Oh, I'm sure she was shading probably other people that had engagements and couldn't make it, or, you know, and not to mention, because if you remember last time when she took them to Jamaica and Kenya, what was it? She missed the bus or she didn't show up or whatever the case.
Oh, she was shading Kenya.
So I think it was like shade to her. Like that's what real friends do.
Yeah. Oh, I thought, okay, because I was about to say, I thought it was shaded Kandi. I was about to say, everybody named mama know Kandi busy, including her family. I thought it was shaded Kandi, but of course Marlo's running a little late. Kenya ready to leave her. She don't give a damn. She was like, close the door. It was like, she was like, close the door. It was like, Marlo is literally in the driveway. She was like I said,
the door.
So Kenya, she lets the ladies know that there's a lot of single men in Birmingham, and asked Courtney if she's single. She said it's complicated, and that's probably still because she's hunching on her baby daddy, like I see it.
Allegedly.
Let it go, girl. The hell. Then somehow they start a conversation about eating booty. And apparently the only one on the
we didn't talk about the part. Did we get to that part yet? Oh no, we didn't get to that part yet.
Well, apparently Kenya is the only one who's done it before. Sonya was in shock. She said, "Not Miss USA out here eating ass." I don't feel the same damn way.
I said, okay, Kenya.
And all the other ladies all admitted that they would definitely prefer to be on the receiving end of that. I don't see how you eat a whole man's booty. That's just, don't they hardly walk?
Hey, I'm not, no. I didn't make that face because of that. No. No, not never. No, not never.
I say, you don't go here. They hardly even wash their ass.
I sit at your table. I am not, no. Okay. No. But I have heard,
you got to clear it up.
I do know people. That's why I made that face. I do know people that have done it. I can't speak to their experience, but different strokes for different folks.
I think we all know a person or two who's done it. That don't mean they don't get the weird ass side eye, like, bitch, don't touch my glass.
Right. Look, you can't even smoke hookah out no more.
Right.
We gotta catching something.
Like, we all got our own little.
Right.
Hell no. They go see a bucking coach, which I didn't even know was a thing. But they got a few pointers, and then Kenya let them know that they're gonna have a contest that her and Monietta are going to judge and give them a prize at the end. They use this time to go sneak off and rehearse for, her Kenya Moore hair care marching band. Then Kenya and Monietta go to judge. In my opinion, Sonya won because even though, like she said, she didn't have the assets, and little booties matter, but I felt like she was the one popping and dropping it and liking it. Like, I felt like she did the best. But apparently Sheree won, and I think it was just because she did her little booty move, because really she wasn't getting it like Sonya was.
She really was.
I felt like Sonya was like, hold up, we need a recount. She was like, I thought it was about the moves. And I was sitting there like, yes, boo, I agree. Because, boo, you got it.
Yeah, I definitely think that was a hater move. Or maybe it wasn't, because at the end of the day, when you see the prize, was it really the prize?
That's not, really, that ain't even the point. The point is, like, for bragging rights alone, okay? But yes, apparently, Sheree, her prize was the bigger room, apparently. She didn't seem much. She didn't say a suite, though. She did just say the bigger room. So,
well, Sheree had the biggest room. I feel bad for everybody else. So the ladies then go out to lunch, and we learn that Kenya was in a movie with Courtney's baby daddy, Bryce. So he
called her and asked her, when you coming home?
So she hasn't seen him since then. And when Courtney decides to bring him up, she likes to, well, no, I'm sorry, that was Drew. But she brings him up on FaceTime. This is why I don't do iPhone and all that stuff. You can't just be popping up in my face. I'll be ready for that. So then Kenya goes in on her confessional about how he was much cuter back in the day. And somebody brings up or asks if everything is good, and the subject of what happened between Drew and Marlo comes up. So apparently Drew let Kenya know what happened, and you could tell Marlo is starting to get an attitude, in my opinion, for no apparent reason. Maybe because she felt like Drew wasn't there to speak for herself.
She felt like, and because she felt like Kenya was speaking on something that she wasn't there for. Now, the way she acted, I didn't agree with, but I do understand why she got upset. You're telling the entire table something that happened from somebody else's point of view that you weren't even there to witness. So I can understand why she got upset about that.
True. So Kenya goes on to say Marlo was, the word that all Black women hate, aggressive. And all the ladies, I wonder when YouTube is going to black that one out. But all the ladies begin to get a little tipsy. Right. And head out to get ready for the charity event. Now, apparently Kenya lets them know that this is, very elegant, but nothing too,
some upscale event.
Right. Sheree gets into her room and realizes she got played because she says she was told that she had a suite.
Well, you said it. She get in her room and she realized she got played.
No, my notes definitely say that.
Marlo she did think that she got a suite, and yeah, she didn't say a suite, but she did say the bigger room.
Then Marlo is going off about the fact that Kenya had many champagne bottles in their rooms versus the lavish layout that she had for them in the mountains last year and calls Kenya tacky. And I must say, Marlo did. She was like, "Where is my gift bag, Kenya? Where is the manager?"
Listen,
all corporate. She was mad.
Listen, just like Sheree said, Kenya is the hostess with the least. I do agree, but I don't think after seeing how Marlo went all out for Blue Ridge, I don't think anybody can live up to Marlo's standards. Like so they're getting ready to go to the charity event, but before they hop into the car, Kenya tells Monietta that her outfit is inappropriate. And my problem with this is you didn't even tell anybody about the charity event.
That part.
Until they got on the bus and had all their bags packed. So for you to tell me that my outfit is inappropriate for a charity event that I didn't even know I was going to, we got a whole problem. But she sent her back to go change and didn't even wait for her.
Mm-hmm.
So Monietta, she changed real quick. She said she got there at the same time.
And I don't know if we just don't get to see that side of Monietta yet, but you would have definitely got some attitude. And it seems like she's very roll with the punches. Like she was just like, okay, and met her there. Like, and said he still got there at the same time.
I actually kind of like the fact that it was in a confessional, but I still like the fact that, she was like, she was being real petty and she could have waited. But I wish she would have said it to Kenya. Right. Rather than saying it in the confessional, because it needed to be said. And then when they walk into this upscale event, Sheree is like, girl, you could have kept your booty shorts on. Because what the hell is this that we don't walked into? Sonya feel the same way.
It looked like,
said, Kenya talked this place up like it's the Met Gala. And what the hell is going on? What is this? So Marlo.
First of all, let's talk about it. It's a standing reception. Okay, so there's nowhere to sit down. You done told these girls to get all.
Even Kenya was surprised by that.
Right. Sheree didn't know where they was at. She was like, "Where are we at the wrong type of charity event? What is going on?" It wasn't giving what Kenya thought. But go ahead, you can get into Marlo getting there.
Marlo, she even got a bottle with sparklers sent over to the table, and she lets them know this is, how you're really supposed to do it.
I'm not gonna lie, even that, I was like, if you have invited these girls out, whatever, you're supposed to be like host with the most. I at least would have had a bottle for the ladies or a drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely is the host with the least. But that's all Kenya's events. And I'm getting to the point that I think that I don't know why these people think that it's going to change every year. And really, it's not even her money that she's spending, right?
Mm.
Why can't you put in a little extra? It ain't even your money. So anyways.
Oh, you mean like from the show, like the show?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
So the ladies go outside to the outside balcony, and Kenya gets pulled to the side, and they basically tell her that she's got to leave because of production. They're drawing too much attention to themselves with all the cameras and the lights, and they're not really focused on the event.
Isn't that crazy? You didn't even check that before you, like, can we film here? That's just crazy.
And I think that was the point that Marlo was trying to make. Like, well, this is not your first rodeo. You've been doing this for a long time. You know that's something you have to let them know ahead of time, that I'm going to be there with the whole camera crew and stuff like that. So back to the hotel, and as per usual, Kenya done snuck off to her room. And I feel like they're kind of used to it at this point, but they decided we're not going to have a whole nother time where, especially after we just got kicked out of the event that we had to go change for, you ain't even get
you done left me here with this little pint-sized bottle of champagne.
Let's go get this girl out her damn room. So they all take turns banging on her door. Then this lady done came out looking all half crazy, talking about, she flipped the hell out, talking about, I got Brooklyn in here and she gonna call the police. Look, Marlo left real quick after that.
Mm-hmm. But needless to say, people are in outrage. Marlo is a monster. because she was, banging and kicking, and the good, little girl was inside. And I don't doubt for a second that Brooklyn probably was inside, or maybe, Kenya might have been maybe
Well,
more.
she wasn't the only one banging on the door either.
She wasn't. I know I did see Sheree participate, which I feel like you a little bit in your big age. But Marlo in her big age too. So
the problem is Marlo's not going to get it. Just like she said, oh, put her in another room. She's not going to get it because she ain't a mother.
Right.
And I understand she's a Monty, but it's not the same for one, and for two, those kids are older. She's not going to get it.
Right. No, it's gonna be interesting. And I think Kenya tells them next episode, go to hell home. I don't want you here. And then I don't even seem like she make her performance. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this little tardy review of what the hell are we reviewing? Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you haven't already, please make sure that you've hit the like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, guys, and we'll catch you very soon for another review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.